It's time to turn your life-challenging moments into life-changing messages. Welcome to the Power Lift Stories podcast, where we are interviewing women whose stories will leave you lifted up, fired up, and fueled up with hope, courage, and inspiration. We want to thank our sponsor, Powerful Journey, who helps women tell their stories, write their books, and building a profitable brand around both. Join the masterclass or the Speakers Academy at phyllisjenkins.com. That is PHYLLISJENKINS.com. Now here's your host, Phyllis Jenkins.
Hello there. I will be sharing with you from my newest book, Brain Aneurysm, What Did You Come to Teach Me? Brain Aneurysm, What Did You Come to Teach Me? Many of you know that December 20th of 2019, I was indeed diagnosed with a brain aneurysm, but God has kept me here so that I can share my story with you. And that's indeed what I'm doing. So what I decided to do, there are 16 chapters in this book. Therefore, there are 16 lessons that I will be teaching you from my book so that you will learn how to turn your life-challenging moments into life-changing messages. I'm Phyllis Jenkins. I am the founder of the Powerful Journey organization, where we help women tell their stories, write their books, and build a profitable brand around both. So let's get into tip number one. And it's coming from chapter number 1, which the chapter title is Allowed for Alignment. Allowed for Alignment. Although I know that God did not send a brain aneurysm to me, He allowed it to come. And I say that He allowed it to come for alignment because as I look back over the past few years, God had been calling me to go full time with Powerful Journey. But I didn't think that the timing was right for me because I needed to get things in order. I felt that there were some financial things that needed to be taken care of before. I felt that there were some other things that needed to be done before I could do what God had called me to do. Do you hear how that pattern of I got in the way? Therefore, I was out of alignment with God's vision for my life. So our tip number 1 is don't let your eyes get in the way of God's vision and His plan for your life. Don't let the eyes get in the way of you seeing God's vision, His plans for your life. Proverbs 19:21 says, many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails. Many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails. So let me ask you, are you aligned with God's plans for your life? Is your vision His vision? Or did you fall into the I syndrome the way I had? If that is you right now, then take a self-evaluation, reflect on what God has called you to do, and know that what He has called you to do, He is able to carry it out and to do it. I am flourishing now. I'm doing very well. And I'm not allowing any brain aneurysm or any other illness to stop me from doing what God has called me to do. And that is my call upon you, is to not let anything get in your way of doing what God has called you to do. So again, that is the tip. That's tip number 1 out of my book, and it is on Amazon if you'd like to get it and follow through with me. I have shared in this book many of my struggles as I battled the brain aneurysm. I had 81 days of dizziness. I journaled that time of illness. And what I've done is I picked up my journal pages and I put it in this book to share with you. Why did I do that? So that you can indeed know that you can turn those life-challenging moments into a life-changing message that can go forth and be a blessing to help others, to help fuel others as they are on this journey as well. Again, I'm Phyllis Jenkins, and let me just invite you. I have 2 classes going right now. The Authors Academy is a class in which you can jump into and write your book, become a published author with your books on Amazon, your print book as well as your ebook. And then you will be invited to come and participate in our annual Powerful Journey Women's Conference, where you will launch your book, have your book signing, as well as teach a workshop from your book. How great is that? If you don't feel that you have a full book to write, I am now publishing a anthology titled Telling Our Stories, #Telling Our Stories. So if that sounds like something that you would like to do, you can write a chapter in this anthology. Your picture will be on the cover of the book, and you will still become a published author with your book on Amazon. So give me a shout out. Send me an email at phyllis@phyllisjenkins.com. It's in the show notes below, phyllis@phyllisjenkins.com. You can DM me on Facebook at Phyllis Bird Jenkins, Phyllis BYRD, Bird Jenkins, and that too is in the show notes. But most of all, get your story out. Don't take your story to the grave. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you for joining us today. If you are interested in being on the show, go to phyllisjenkins.com. You can also sign up for the Powerful Journey Masterclass or the Speakers Academy at phyllisjenkins.com.